Hi Sagittarius, Eva here from Leap of Faith Tarot. Welcome to your monthly reading for August 2020. First of all, I do apologize. I don't think I did your reading for July. Could be wrong. But it's been crazy busy and hectic in my life. Kind of good, but moving houses and it's incredibly busy, the work I have to do at the same time. And I think I've mentioned I think a lot of people that do these videos probably, I think they kind of, that's their full-time, let's say, work, but it's not for me. I do have a job aside from this. It's not a job, this is a passion. So yeah, sometimes I run out of time, and that's what happened last month. But here we are. I decided I'm gonna put these signs that didn't get the reading last month. You know what? They're gonna be the first ones so that I don't miss them for sure. So we're gonna start with your reading, okay? Before that, because I know I will forget to mention it, if you do want, this is the general reading, okay, tarot reading. If you want a more precise, personal, tailored one, you have all my details in the description of the video. And also, if you're interested in tarot and want to learn a bit and so on, I do weekly videos on Instagram where I talk about each card in tarot and give you like a background history and so on. So it could be interesting if you're into tarot as much as I am, then go for it. In Instagram, I'm Living Reiki. That's my channel name. But I will try to add all this information. So let's start. Sagittarius, August 2020. See what you have. Start off with a major arcana right there. Another one. And another one. Nice. Very thoughts, very spiritual. And this is the general vibe of your reading. So normally I use oracle cards, but this week, don't know why, I was looking at the decks and I was like, nah, don't feel it. I think I'm going to use the tarot deck and just take it from the bottom, and that will be the general. So the Chariot is all about things happening really fast, so rushing a bit even. Yeah, you're gonna be busy. This is a bit of card of how I've been lately. So yeah, if you've been waiting or something, yeah, it's gonna happen now, okay? Or also moving out, which is also what I'm doing. Moving out, getting out of some sort of situation or physical location, okay? So let's see how that connects. First week, so you have 4 weeks. One column is 1 week, okay? And it's getting a bit dark. The first week is you got the Hierophant, also called the Pope in some decks, and the Seven of Cups. Interesting. This is very interesting. You might be a bit, I don't want to say confused, but with the Seven of Cups, there's a lot on your plate. You might want to take, maybe you're thinking about, because the Hierophant talks about academic studying, institutional organization, so maybe you're involved with some kind of work with an organization or with a university or some sort of institution that has to do with education, and you don't know exactly. There's quite a few options. It's not like you're confused because you don't have options, or you don't understand. It's not that. You have plenty of options, and that's where the confusion comes from. You're like, yeah, which one is it better? So that's the first week you're kind of coming into that. Then the second one, you have the High Priestess, which is the female version there of the Hierophant, and the Page of Wands. Okay. In order to do this decision, to decide what you want to do, it could be studies. I'm really thinking about studies for many of you. Or just, maybe not full-time, but maybe you want to specialize, do a little thing on the side that may help with your work or something you always wanted. I'm personally learning now about runes, runestones, and astrology. Go figure out why. But that's what I'm doing now. So yeah, you may be interested in following a topic even just for yourself. And the High Priestess is kind of a card that's telling you, go with your intuition, because this is not going to be a factual decision going on here. Listen to yourself. And it's also, the High Priestess is also a card of introspection and studying. Okay, so I'm really getting the vibe it has to do with knowledge in general. And the Pages of Wands is something starting. It has potential. You need to really action it, okay? If you want it, go for it. Don't let this sort of, so many options in front of me. don't let that freeze you, okay, in your path. Go for it. Think about it. If you do meditation, I don't know, if you, whatever you need, if you need to go into nature and just have 5 minutes for yourself, maybe you have a very busy life with children and so on, just take that time to listen to your voice, sort of, what am I thinking? Do I like this option? No, I feel a bit weird about that. So go with what feels right now, okay? Third week, nice. You got the Ace of, oh, it's all swords. Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords. So Ace of Swords, brilliant card. I always like this card. It's a bit like the Chariot, huh? It's just going for it. It's victory in a way, but it's also going kind of like cutting through things. It's an ace, so it's always a beginning together with the Page of Wands. There is really an energy of beginning something here, okay? But it does have a but. You have the Seven of Swords. This is a bit of a card of someone sneaking at night and stealing all the swords in the camp. So what's happening there? You know, do you feel a bit like there's, maybe that's where your intuition is coming. Maybe you feel like someone is trying to take advantage of you in this decision, or you don't feel like they're acting on your best behalf and your best interest. So be a bit aware of that. But to me, with the Ace of Swords on top of that, don't worry. You're in control and you're making the decision. You're not letting any of that stop you. Whatever this might be, maybe someone with not so good intentions, maybe an action that comes to you, you get knowledge of and you're like, oh, that's not nice, right? But go for it. Take that action. You just leave that on the side. That should not stop you, okay? Then last week, very good. Very good. You have another major arcana, Temperance, which is a card of balance, of equilibrium, of people helping you. If you have friends supporting your family, you know, all that, feeling surrounded with help. And it's a kind of tranquility. So I think you've made up your mind here at the end of August. You've already taken action. You've put the dice on the table. You roll the dice. So now you feel like, okay, it's done. And I'm happy I did it, you know? And that, yeah, very much so. The Four of Coins is telling me you're in control. You're the one in charge. You feel like you're in charge of your life. You're at the, you know, I'm the pilot of this ship and I'm happy, and that feels good to you. You feel, maybe, I don't know, maybe in the past you didn't have that feeling. You felt a bit like, you know, things were just happening to you and you had no control. But this last week of August, after you've done this work, listening to your intuition, going ahead with an action, you really are feeling in control and in your own power, owning it, okay? That's really important, I think. And things are going to start, all of this is going to go really fast, okay? So be aware. And that's really your reading for August, Sagittarius. I really love it. So whatever it is, if it's studies, whatever it is you're thinking here right at the beginning to do, go for it. Don't doubt it, okay? So thank you so much for joining, and until we meet again, I'm wishing you much love and light.